Good morning. Today is Thursday, August 20th. I am on my way into campus. I was just watching a YouTube video about Flipgrid because I am going to have my students use Flipgrid to record their podcasts, and we're scheduled to do that on Tuesday. And I'm realizing I probably need to create a actual Flipgrid myself as an example for some scaffolding, and I think I want to create a paper template of what essentially their episode could look like, because I gave them a rubric, but I feel like they might need a little bit more. So now that I've thought about that, I've been a little bit pressed for time, but hopefully I can get that done before I leave the building tonight and share that with them tomorrow at the latest. I'm hoping I could maybe do it this morning.
You go, thank you.
Hi. Thank you.
Have one today, thank you.
In time to have it ready for my first session at 11, I wish, 8:30. Since this is my first time doing this assignment, it might not be perfect, so I will probably, of course, have some kinks and adjustments to make next year, but it'll be a good start, and the kids will have fun. That's the main thing. So we have this new, I guess it's a barista at Peoria. So the normal girl hasn't been there this week, and she puts the cream in, but she does not put a sweetener in. She gives you the sweetener separate, which is not the easiest thing to navigate when you're trying to drive. I digress. Anyway, so obviously we're doing, like I said, the podcast today. And some more IXL work. And I believe we have we have to finish our last introductory activity, not project, for Ghost. I feel like we have been moving like snails in that part of our class, but it's okay. Have PLC this morning with the other 7th grade teachers. And I think that's it, guys. So I will touch base, if not at lunchtime, after school. Talk soon. Paragraph 29 says, things that are supposed to come easy aren't always that easy to do. What does that mean? Sometimes stuff isn't easy. Right? Yes. So that's what we're going to write over here in the top left on the light blue lines. It says, what is the life lesson that Uncle Tommy is trying to give Mitchell? I'm going to say Uncle Tommy is teaching. Yeah, copy this. Uncle Tommy is teaching Mitchell that life isn't always easy. You don't have to write it word for word, but you can if you want to. Uncle Tommy is teaching Mitchell that life isn't always easy. I'll give you a moment. The brightness isn't on at all. It's the sun, and I can't block the upper windows. Uncle Tommy is teaching Mitchell. It's right here.
Glazing. Where?
Paragraph 29, Tyrus. Okay. I will give you another moment to catch up in a minute. Ava, please turn around. Vocabulary. Use Greek roots. The word soar, S-O-A-R, comes from the Greek root aura, which means breeze. Why does the word soaring fit as a way to describe an eagle's flight? So it's open. Delaney, sit down. It's open. It says the word soaring comes from the Greek word aura, which means breeze. Why would you use that word to describe a bird flying? It is 12:10. Made it through my first two sections. First section was, we started off a little bit rough, but ended productively. I did end up creating a very simple template, and that went well. The template I created basically marries with the rubric I created. Gave them a space for their title, introduction, and the first 1, 2, 3 columns of the rubric. The rubric has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 columns. So I will create the remainder of the template, incorporating the final 5 columns of the rubric. Whoops. I can say that they seem to be excited about it, so that's always good for the teacher heart. My rug's all bunched up. My second section was, I don't even know the adjective to describe that section. Let's just say when I was finally able to get started with instruction, we were over 30 minutes into the period after I wrote some referrals, redirected, assigned seats, etc. We finally got some productivity, probably for about probably 15 minutes. And then we had 15 minutes remaining. And I went over their test scores with them because a lot of them, I would probably say 80% of that class is significantly behind where they should be according to their benchmark. So I went over their scores. I didn't say any names. I just called out the scores, trying to wake them up to let them know, like, hey, we do not have time for me to have to waste over a third of the class period